Hi guys, welcome back to my art tutorial channel. It's Paul here. Okay, so we're going to carry on with this volcanic piece of art, and we've got, if you've been following my videos, make sure you subscribe as well if you can, just to not miss any. I'm going back to the art of Chris Uminga, who's a DC and Marvel artist. And he does some really cool artwork, so if you could check him out, that'd be great online. He's on Deviant Art, his artwork. So I've already sketched this out now, because I just wanted to make sure I got the, we're doing a volcanic ash cloud up here. Okay, so we've already done Spider-Man, and we've done Iron Man's head and just neck. Now we're doing Deadpool, just kind of coming in next to Spider-Man here, but it's more like chibi Japanese style art. Christopher Uminga does quite a lot of. He tends to use oils and acrylics as well as pencil crayons and watercolours. So that his art's mostly painted, but we're going to do a pencil crayon version of his art, okay? I've also done, I don't know you can see, but a few kind of street art, graffiti style, cartoon characters, a few more flames here. So I'm going to leave that until the next video, I think, unless I've got time today. Okay, so just a quick video today, just to show you how I would colour this kind of guy in. I'm going to go with my Stabilo first. So I've got a black Stabilo. I'm going to go all the way around the outside edge of Deadpool. Okay, I love Deadpool's art. It's quite humorous. Quite like the films as well. I don't know what age you are watching this, but obviously normally the 15s, but I like the films. I like the fact that he's a bit of an anti-super hero. Okay, so we've got that going on there. Just going to go right around the edge of his mask here. Okay. And the black is running out. If you watched my video yesterday. Well, it's gone out today, actually. It's Thursday today, so this will be going out on Friday of COVID-19 lockdown, UK lockdown, global lockdown. So he's got one eye more open than the other one. Okay, so that's all we want to do there. Okay, now I'm just going to colour that in. And we're going to use 2 or 3 types of red and a pink, okay, just to give us a little bit of light in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to just jot out where I want the pink to be. Okay, so you can blend this in a little while. Okay, so we've got a little bit of pink there, tiny bit of pink coming around here. Okay, and a little bit of pink in this area here. Okay, so I'm just jotting out marking out where I want to avoid the darker reds. Okay, so I'm going to go for a mid-red first, and we simply see if we can go in the same direction wherever possible. Leave as much of that circle or oval up there as possible. Bring the pink in a little while. Okay, I've got a tiny little bit of pink here as well, so we'll just leave that section for pink. Okay. And we're not going to just keep this red because he's got quite a lot of shadow on his head. So we're going to go over it with a little bit of silver, maybe a darker red over the top, just to bring in some shadow around his black mask. Okay, which is why I haven't rubbed out the pencil crane in that top corner there, because it's going to be much darker, so you won't see it anyway. So you don't need to rub it out. Okay, so we'll go through the middle of there. Hopefully you can see this coming together a bit now. Nice and light in this corner here. And we'll go over that, I think, with a bit of pink again. But we're going to colour that, but lighten it up in that bottom section there, just like the artist Christopher Uminga. Uminga. He's a fantastic artist. If you can check his artwork out, does all sorts of cartoon characters. And if you have a look at some of my other videos, I've actually got some of Christopher Uminga artwork as well on there. I've done the Joker. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to put a bit of pink in there now, and this is like a darkish pink, just to give you an idea of a bit of shadow on there, but you want it too bright. It's much darker pink, it's dark rose colour really. And then we're going to go over this again with pink over the top of this, so we don't want to see any white here. Okay, now this section's going to be, we're going to look at his neck now. His neck's going to be black, but there's going to be some slight silvery bits, okay, so or grey bits. So we're going to leave this section as silver. I'm going to go with a black pencil crayon now. But I'm leaving these strands of silver here around the bottom of this curve. Hopefully, if you've already paused the video and drawn this out as I have, you'll be able just to get straight on with the colouring. Okay. And we've got a little bit of grey there, okay, so a bit of black down the outside edge there. So I'm going to go to my grey, my silvery grey now. I'm just going to bring in that grey, blend it in with the black if you can. Okay, a little bit of grey through this bottom section. Go over the black with the grey if you want to, it won't make much difference. Okay, so that's as much, a little bit of black in that top corner I think, just a few lines of black. That's as much as I want to do on his neck there, okay. Now, his mask, you don't want it too dark. You want some grey flecks in there as well, so if you can leave a few marks like this to be grey, okay, it'll just give you an idea. You want a little bit of grey under his eye as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave this section grey. And this section is going to be grey, a little bit of blue tinge to his eyebrow there. Okay, so it's not got an eyebrow as such, but that's where his eyebrow would be. It's just a suggestion of he's got his head, he's got his eyes underneath. Okay, and we've just do a little section of grey there. So what you can do now is just go round with the black. And just avoid these areas of grey if you can, okay, and then we'll bring that silver back in, or that grey. If you've got a grey, pencil's fine, you could use pencil for this bit if you wanted to, for the grey sections. Right around the outside edge is black, okay, through here is black, there we go. So this is coming together nicely now, the mask, okay, and we're going to go down to that edge there, okay, there we go, and we'll fill in a little bit more black in there later on, okay. This is going to have a few flecks of grey through it, okay, so I'm just going to avoid a little bit of this, okay. The rest of this is going to be black, so I'm just marking on where I want to avoid colouring over, because once you get it black you can't bring it back to grey. Move out your way in a minute. Okay, so this one's slightly different underneath it's got a bit more black underneath there. Okay, a little bit more grey in this area here. There we are. Okay, so we're just building that colour up now. Okay, a few more strands of grey in there, and a bit more black in this area here. Okay, so that's as much black I want to do underneath at the moment. And then we've got a couple of sections of his eyebrow, or where his eyebrow would be, just above here, just a little bit black above his eye there. Okay. And the eye isn't completely white in Chris Uminga's art. It's more more blue, so I've got a blue to use in a little while. Okay. So now what you can do with the silver or the grey is to go over most of that with the grey. Okay, I'm going to leave that a little bit lighter above his eye because I'm going to go a little bit of blue across there. Okay. Grey across here. Grey across the top of his eye here. Grey through here. There we go. Okay, so that's as much as I want to do, and I'm just going to do a little bit of blue, and then I'm going to stop the video and just give you a little bit of a rest, if you like, and then film the second half. I'm just going to have a little rest as well, just to have a think about what I want to do next. Okay, the next section will be his chest and his shoulders. Okay, a little bit of, this is like a turquoisey blue. Okay, a little bit of blue underneath. Okay, I might darken this off actually, a little bit darker in this section. Make it much blacker there, I think. Okay, there we are, better. Much better, I think. A little bit of black on the inside of that eye, actually. And yeah, we're getting there now. Tiny bit of blue underneath, underneath his eye here, bottom section. There we go, and that is pretty much done. Okay, now I'm just going to go darker on the edges. So grey down here, over the top of the red. Okay, grey into the bottom of his mouth here. Okay, and then we've got a grey curve there. Okay, we've got a line coming in here, a couple of lines there, a little bit of grey here. Okay, bit of grey through here. Alright, like this. That's good. And then at the top, we're going to go much darker grey at the top here. Okay, a little bit of grey here in this section, and much darker in that bottom of his jawline there. Alright, bit of grey there. Okay, now we're just going to go much darker red. So I'm going to go the darkest red that I've got, and I'm just going to go over the top of this, just to darken this red off. Okay, just doing a few little lines of darker red in this area here. Okay, same again up here and right at the top, a bit more red over the top of that grey now. Okay, so we're building that colour in now. You want to leave a few patches of bright, but the majority you want to be darkening it up now. So we're just building in that colour, that's it. And I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it like that, I think. Don't think I'm going to do any more than that. Just a little bit of white there that we've missed, and a tiny section of white in this corner that we've missed. Okay, so you're just picking out any white bits that you've missed already. Okay, so we're going to just do just before I take a quick break, we're just going to do this section here. You want a couple of lines like this that are going to be pink. Alright, just going to get those pinky areas, okay. Red in the middle, a triangle of red, okay, and then we're going to do red down to here. This section's black, okay, so we're going to go red through here, red through here, and then we're going to have a little bit of pink through the bottom section there, so we can leave that then. Alright, I'm just going to change the red now, just going to make it a little bit more brighter red in this section. Okay. Against Spider-Man's shoulder there. Keep it nice and bright. Okay. And then we're going to have a little bit of pink through the middle. Okay, a little bit of pink through here. Pink through this area. Pink through this area here. And pink there. Okay. And then we're going to take a little break. Okay. Okay, onto the browns now of the handles of the... he's got two swords at the back here. Okay, so we're going to go darker brown around the outside edge. We're going to be using a darker brown here. Okay, we're going to go much darker here. We've got the hilt of his sword just under here as well. Okay, so what we want to do is have some dark through the outside edge there and through the middle. Okay, now I'm getting much lighter brown. Okay, almost a yellowy brown here. Okay, over the top of all of this. Top section's grey. Okay, so I'm going to do the silver first. Light silver across here. Quite light. And it disappears behind Spider-Man's head. Okay, and then we're going to get a darker grey. And it's going to be darker on this edge. This side here. Okay, and darker through the middle. There, that's the two. One more there. Okay, now I'm going to go black around the outside edge. Right on the edge. Okay, I might do that in pen in a little while. Okay, and we're going to go darker again in this section here. Okay, but we're going to go over things with a grey in a little while anyway, so making it nice and dark. Okay, dark through here. So now fine line around the outside edge, and this will really bring it to life now. Okay, got a curve going on there, another curve here for the silver, like that. Okay, and that's how we're looking, which is good. Okay, so that's the basics for the colour for the browns. Okay, now I'm going to go over this with a bit of silver through the middle, over the top of the brown. Okay, silver around this outside edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of white actually on this, on the sword. Okay. But this is the kind of colouring that we're going to go for. A bit of silver, darken it off underneath here. Okay, darken it around this outside edge there. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing now. To make this kind of authentic to Deadpool, you want some lines across, rope lines across, okay? So we're going to do a few rope lines that are going to go like this. Okay, can have another one here, and then we're going to cross one really close. All right, and another one here. We're going to have a curve going on like that. Okay. We'll have a couple of lines down there. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be doing with the sword. Okay. Again, you repeat the exercise across the other side, the other sword. So what you want is darker through this bottom section. All right. I'll go over it again with silver in a little while. Okay. You want a few darker sections here. Okay. And we'll go darker through this bottom section. And as we're going up, we're going to change the brown. So I'm going to go for a mid-brown now. Okay, quite a lot of mid-brown on this one. Lighten it up on this outside edge. Lighten it up through the top edge. Okay. And we're going to go a bit darker under here. Okay. And then we're going to go for like the yellowy mustardy brown, just to make sure we can't see any white. Okay, a little bit of white at this bottom edge here maybe. Okay, so you can go as dark as you like really, but you want it darker just under his face. So now, with the grey again, I've got the wrong grey actually, I'm going to go the silvery grey, and we're going to just start building up this shade underneath his face. Okay, under his chin, a lot more dark in this section, and again we're going to go silver across the tip of his sword here, not the tip, sorry, the handle, right at the top of the handle. Silver through there, okay, and then darker on this side, alright, and a little bit dark on this side as well, and one line through the middle. Okay, so again, fine liner, this is just going to bring it all together and make it look really finished, completed. Okay. We're going to bring this in. We not want a straight line, you want it like, it looks like leather, okay, made out of leather I think, so that's the kind of effect you want. You don't really want straight edge here, you want it bumpy. Okay, there we are, that kind of thing. Okay, and we're just missing one, and you make sure that's his curve the same as parallel to that top one, yeah, and get it parallel. Put a bit of black in there actually, I think I might just bring a little bit of black in that side as well. Okay, and then the only thing you're missing is the lines then, so we're going to just do a few on this side. It's a lot darker, this is actually, so we're going to have a few more lines coming up like this. This would be the rope, yeah. So we're going to be crisscrossing this kind of thing. Okay, right across. Do another couple up there, and maybe another one or two there. And that's really all I want to do on that side. Okay, just going to be a little bit more brown at this top edge here because I think I don't want to see too much white there. All right, there we go. So that's what we're hoping to achieve with the handles of his swords. Then we're going to bring this the hilt of his swords here. Okay, these are going to be silver again, or grey if you haven't got a silver. You want a light silver for this, as light as you can. Okay, and it disappears behind his head. Okay, so try and bring in this lightness if you can. You want it to make almost white at the top edge here, so it looks a bit shiny like silver, and then darker at the bottom, and I would almost be tempted to leave that white there. Okay, and then you just want a couple, one or two scratch marks with with the fine liner. Okay, like that. Okay, and that's about it. Probably a little bit darker on the inside edge there. Okay, I might even bring a little bit of black in play here, just to really darken it off. Okay, and again, probably similar on this side. Okay, so that is what we're looking at there. Then you want a mid brown really on this. So I'm going to go mid brown for. There's a little bit of leather here. Mid brown here, or mid brown. All right, mid brown in this area here. Okay, and then we're just going to darken it off. A little bit of darker brown right by the hilt there. So they've got this shadow in there, a little bit by his head. Okay, and then again we're going to go black fine liner. Black fine liner. Now here's an important bit now. In order so you can show that there's a distinction between the leather of his hilt and the leather of he's got kind of a rucksack on. This is brown on his back here, and the straps of the rucksack are quite light. So we're going to do this yellowy brown here, but I want you to leave a bit of white there at the top, just so you can see there's a difference between the sword and his backpack. Okay, so you're going to be just leaving a little bit of that white edge on there, perfect. And then you're going to go back to mid brown, because I want you to blend in this mid brown with this yellowy brown. Okay, these are faber-castell pencil crayons. They're really good. I've got 60 of these in a pack from Amazon, and the link for them is the ones that I've got is in my description on most of my videos now. I've gone back over some videos and added some descriptions on, because people have been asking me what I've been using. Okay, so again, this is leather here. So this is the kind of shape that you want. This is black. All right, around this little guy's horn, but you want to leave a few grey bits here, because you don't want it all completely black. All right, I'll move out your way in 2 seconds. That's more than 2 seconds. There we go. So that's what you want to be trying to do there. Okay, we've then got a little bit of black coming in this side. All right, and we've got black, but we've got a slight bit of grey in this section here, and this is all black now. Watch this little guy's horn if you're drawing the same as me. Don't worry if you're not. Okay, so so this is what I want you to try and work on now, is building up this colour. So we're going to go back to red again. Okay, and there's a red here above this little chap's orange. It's going to be an orange head in a minute. This is next video I do. I'm just going to colour in those little guys below. Okay, so now I'm going harder on my red. Okay, I know where my dark is now. I want to just bring in this darker section. Okay, and we've got darker through here, through this middle bit here, and then lighter on this edge. Okay, blow away any excess pencil crayon that you end up dropping on the paper. Don't try and do that with your hand, because you just smudge everything. Sometimes as well, I'll put a piece of paper here so I don't smudge across what I've already drawn. You see the back of my hand, it's all red now from taking bits of Spider-Man off from yesterday. So you could put a piece of paper over here, and just so you're not smudging the artwork you've already done if you're leaning over the top. Okay, so I'd really recommend doing that if you can. Okay, red through here now, and leaving that edge, as I'm going to look at trying to do a little bit of pink in this area here, just down in this section. Okay, there we go. So really happy with that. Going over a little bit with pink now, just to see if I've got any spots of white that need covering. Okay, a little bit of pink over there, and then over with the grey again, because I want to make this darker. This section I want really much darker. Okay, just this little edge here. Right, and then in this behind Spider-Man's shoulder blade, or his top of his back, I want this to be darker. Okay, darker in here, darker in this section here, much darker up here, darker through there, and darker on this edge here. Okay, so we also now need, I think I'm happy with that colour, now need some black lines through this. Okay, so I'm going to take this, a black line across here. Alright, it's going to go down like this. Okay, and then we're going to go lines like this. And that's it. Okay, we're just going to do top edge of black there, a little bit of, there's a couple little nodules there on his outfit. Okay, and then this just comes in the back here, and I may as well do, I'm going to just draw colour in this horn here. There we go, so you can see that there's a difference here between the animal and Deadpool. Okay, and then we're going around the outside edge of this, down to there, and then round. This is the horn of this animal here, bringing that in there. Okay, I'm going to probably just do the section there, and this is going to be a flame behind here. Okay, and that's basically Deadpool. We've just got to get a bit of silver into the black sections here, over the top of the black. Alright, bit of silver, work that in, a little bit of silver in here, work that in there. Okay, we'll go over this little top edge with black now. Okay, there we go, and that is our nod to Christopher Uminga's artwork. Okay, that is our Deadpool. Really happy with that. I hope you've enjoyed that, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Look after yourselves, take care now.